What's up, everyone? This is Kenny here from Subsales, and today we're going to talk about late payment interest. So we're going to explore the angle of what is it, why they charge you, and also we're going to show you how it's counted and how to claim. The most important is how to claim, how to waive the late payment interest, right? Alright, channel, and I will share with you some of my personal account dealing with this late payment interest, and also some of my clients' account. And what are the steps that usually people take when it comes to this late payment interest? So first up, if you have bought a property or you friends or family that you know have bought a property either from developer or from the vendor. Vendor here meaning Subsales, completed property you buy from someone else, not the developer. Okay, secondhand, secondary market. So you have heard of this late payment interest, right? Or you yourself have experienced it. This is where the late payment interest is where the developer or the vendor charges you for the overdue payment. Okay, overdue payment on your balance purchase price if for Subsales, or your progressive payment if it's under construction. Okay, so first thing first, you need to understand this is late payment interest occurs because you have breached the contract, you have breached the SMP. Okay, you have breached the SMP, so they will charge you. The vendor and the developer have the right to charge you for this late payment interest. Then, how it happens? We're going to split the two parts. First, I'm going to talk about the under construction one, because the clause is different. So for the purpose of this video, and I don't want to confuse you all, I will start with under construction first because it's the most common one. So you can see this here on this video, the image is the image of the billing. This is billing. If you buy from under construction, you know there are stages, right? I'm talking about HDA compliant properties. HDA compliant properties, you have stages, right? This billing here shows that the stage is already complete, and you see the letter addressed to the bank, right? Bank address and name, right? So this means the purchaser has opt to borrow from the bank to finance this purchase, which is very common. So when you receive this billing to ask you money, don't need to jump. Don't need, relax first. See where the address on top goes where. Most of the time, when you see notice of payment, a lot of customers, right, they will jump. Hey, why suddenly they will ask me to pay 100 over thousand? Suddenly ask me to pay 50,000 for progressive. I need to take bank loan. Look at the letter. The letter up there, if you took the bank loan and it's the bank supposed to pay, the letter will have the bank name and address up left, top left. As you can see from this document, I'm showing you again. Please pause the document. This is how it looks like. Okay. And one more thing. The next one we're going to go is late payment interest. When this developer can actually charge late payment interest. If you notice again, this document up again, top right. Can you see the date there? Can you see the time? It's usually 1 month, right? So if the bank disperse slow, or if the lawyer do work slow, or if the developer actually claims slow, whatever it is, some errors along the way. Because this part, right, here involves three parties. The bank, the developer, and the lawyer. Okay? You sign the documents, everything with the lawyer. The lawyer is the one that instructs the bank to disperse the money. And the developer is the one that instructs the lawyer to tell the bank, okay, you disperse money. That's it. If you borrow from the bank, which is a very common occurrence, borrowing from the bank. So now, back to this here, back to this date. This date is 1 month. So the bank, right, has 1 month time to disperse this before the developer can actually charge late payment interest. So the developer, right, when want to claim this late payment interest, it will always happen when about to give you the key. About to give you the key, then they will show you, hey, you have this to pay. Then suddenly you see late payment interest. So you have to check that late payment interest, when does it occur? I show you this document. This is called the statement of interest. It occur when and the time and how long. You see 41 days, right? In this case, this client is resuming late for 41 days. So the client actually got late payment interest of about 6,000. The developer actually waived it to 50%, paid to 3,000. So they said that from investigation, then they say, oh, you're late, so we want to take from you this 3,000. Then now how? Are you going to pay that 3,000 just because the developer asked from you? No, of course not. You have to check which one in the process, which party is the one that is late. So how do you do this? The first things first, you take that statement of interest, right? You pass to your banker. Pass to the banker, say, can you provide a chronology of events to me? Because the developer is already charging me a late payment interest, and I want to know where is the late part. At the same time, you also ask the lawyer, and most of the time, all of you, lawyer fees not big, right? So the lawyer actually working for the bank and the developer, both parties is the same lawyer. So you ask the lawyer for a chronology of events as well. The developer has his own chronology of events, right? That's why you have the statement of interest. So you have 3 parties here. Then you have to see which one is the one that is late. So let's just say we talk about the bank. The bank usually will say that, okay, this one, after checking, then they say it's your fault. You are late. So you have to pay the 3,000. No, don't need. What you do is, the first time that the developer actually bill you for late payment interest, usually they will say, okay 50% discount. Goodwill, okay? Out of goodwill. Then when you get this chronology, right, yes, it is your fault, but you ask for further appeal. You write in and ask for further appeal. It's okay. You just email them, write in and ask for further appeal. That is up to the discretion of the developer whether they want to reduce it or not. But you still have to pay. If there's no reduction, then you have to pay the 3,000 to get your keys. I have never experienced a lawyer actually paid a late payment interest, or the bank. Yes, the bank. I've heard of cases where they did pay the late payment interest a little bit. Having said that, there is only a few conditions where the developer cannot claim the late payment interest. These are the conditions here. It's stated in your sales and purchase agreement or S&P. You can see this screen. Pause this. Check in your S&P. And one more is the government loan. Within 6 months of the date of this agreement, right, they cannot claim any late payment interest. It's stated in the S&P. But most of the time, you as a purchaser, you as a borrower, you are caught in these 3 parties. So, developer, solicitor, and bank. So you as the purchaser and the borrower, you are stuck between the 3 parties, right? The developer, the lawyer, and the bank. And these 3 parties, from my personal experience, they will throw the ball around. Your fault. Okay? Everybody's their fault. It usually starts with developer pointing fingers at the bank, then the bank will point fingers at the lawyer, or you yourself as a borrower, you didn't provide the documents that they want, or the lawyer actually had the defect they didn't rectify. So you get the picture. You'll be passing around the buck. They'll be passing around the buck. And of course, you are the 4th party in this deal. Don't forget you're the 4th party, and you are also at fault too. You can be at fault too. You delay your documents, you delay this, you delay that. You can be at fault too. So please do not just blame the bank or anyone else, or developer or anyone else if they charge. And if you know yourself, if you're late here and there, you know yourself, okay? But what I'm trying to tell you is that in most cases, what happens is that they try to pass the buck. Never mind. Don't forget, you as a borrower, you haven't get your keys now, but loan already fully disbursed. You're paying for nothing. The more that you drag, right, the worse it becomes for you as a borrower. Imagine today if your loan is about 2,000 a month, and then you bought the property to invest. You need to take the key, rent out as fast as possible, and renovate and rent out as fast as possible, or rent out as fast as possible. Just the basic, okay? But now you are fighting for this with this developer just because of a 3,000 payment. If the developer reduce it to 1,500, you're still not happy, you still fight. Don't be penny wise, pound foolish. Okay? Your investment, 1 month, don't have tenant, you lose a lot of money, more than the money that you're going to pay for the developer. So what you do is that most people actually do is that they just pay the developer, get on with life. Okay? Get on with whatever they want to do, get the keys and get on with life. That is a suggestion that I'm giving to all of you out there. Unless, of course, that one, you got holding power, you very powerful, you can fight until the end, or you're some super VIP, you can fight until the end. That one is a different story. So myself personally, right, I bought an undercon property. Okay, so I also got charged. Developer was charging me like 2,000. But the developer actually get to discount. I get the discount about 70%. Some developers only give 50. I get the discount is 70. So 70% is about 70%. So it's about 6,700. 6,700. They're asking me for 700. Hello, 700 late payment interest compared to my loan that I'm paying 2,000. What do you think I do? Straight away pay get the key and renovate and rent out. Don't count so much with developer. Everything pay already. Just get a key and do defect check and rent out as fast as possible. That's what I did. And that's most of my friends here actually did. Okay, I advise my investors the same as well. Not me, but my investors, we actually bought some properties along the way. And that is the only experience. So far, all the properties and developers, touch wood, has been good. So you will not face this much a lot out there in the market. Okay? Most of the developers are more than happy to actually just get that document and help you with. In my experience, I did a loan for these big developers, very big developer, very reputable developers, no problem one. The purchaser just need to ask us for the chronology of events. What does the chronology of events look like? This is how the chronology of events look like. Okay, you can pause this. You can pause this video. This is how it looks like. You can see it's a sequence of things that happened at what date, when they received the document, when they sent out, what happened along the way, what they asked the solicitor to do. Okay, so it's between the bank and the solicitor. This one, bank and solicitor, after receiving the billing, of course, from the developer, from the solicitor also, because it's the solicitor or the lawyer is the one that sent the billing to the bank, okay? Not the developer directly.
So how much are you going to get charged for late payment interest for under construction properties? You can refer to your S&P. This is actually 10% per annum, calculated on a daily res. You can see this clause here is 10% per annum. We have discussed the exceptions in the earlier part of the video. You can check the timestamp. And this is how we calculate. So for example, we take this statement of interest, which is 41 days. 41 days, and I highlighted it's about 79,000. This is the formula of calculation. I'm showing it on the screen right now. After that, you total everything up, each item, which is late for 41 days. You'll notice the figure is different, right? Because it's different stages of claiming. And you'll get the total of late payment interest that you will be charged by the developer. Quick pause, you can support this channel for absolutely free so that I can continue making content by subscribing to the channel or checking out my book at the link description below. Let's continue with the video.
Now we move on to subsales. Yes, subsales also the vendor actually have the right not to just charge you late payment interest, but if you have finished the extended completion period, which is usually 1 month after the first 3 months, okay, then the vendor have the right to actually terminate the agreement, terminate the SFP. We talk about the late payment interest for subsale properties. You can see this clause here. I'll show you. The late payment interest, right, starts after the 3 months. You need to complete the transaction within 3 months, okay, from the date of stamping or from the date of you obtain the consent for leasehold property. So if you exceed that 3 months, right, the vendor actually have the right to charge you 8% per annum, counted on daily res. You can see the clause here that I put up on the screen. The clause here says 8% per annum after the extension completion period. So what does this mean? We use an example of January. Let's just say January 1st to January 31st. They got 31 days, right? So this is the extended completion period. So let's just say the balance purchase price in your financial in the bank based on the 15th of January. For whatever reason, 15th of January. So the late payment interest will be calculated from 1st of January to 15th of January. And this is the calculation. Okay? This is the calculation. This is how much you need to pay. However, having said that, I rarely hear subsidy at discount problem where the vendor insists on late payment interest. You know, if the vendor actually really insists on late payment interest, right, this is a vendor that can hold on, not even higher to sell, or maybe never got a higher offer. Okay, try to wiggle himself out, him or herself out of that agreement. So purposely, you want to budge on the late payment, still want you to pay, or else it terminate. Say the vendor insists that you pay, and then they say, wait, why you so late? You come on the money, you need to pay. Sure, very late. Same thing, you repeat the same thing. You email the bank, what's the chronology like? The lawyer will give you where to when disperse, what's the chronology like, and say where it's late, and then charge you and show you the payment of charges, the charges payable. Okay, what you do is just to take this document, pass to your banker. If your banker is no longer there, I always mention you can just give the bank a call or email the bank. Say, I have late payment interest. Can you please assist? This is document. That's it. They will help you with it. Once you get the chronology of events, you compare it with the notes with the lawyer. See where it's late. And then if you really cannot negotiate, the vendor don't want to negotiate, but you still want the house, pay up or maybe ask for discount, and still don't want to budge, pay up and get the house and move on with life. That's the best advice I can give you out there. Yes, some may say you might not know you don't know your rights, and so you want to fight. To me, I like to keep things practical. Imagine this today, if for $700 I actually fight with the developer. My loan is running every month 2,000. Why would I fight? If 2 months down the third, it's already 4,000 paying to the bank. Fight because of 700, not logic. Might as well just pay. Or second, but if I like the house, if I really like the house and it's really wherever for and the payment is like so small, why not? I just pay and just be done with it, and I get the keys to my new home. It's not easy to find a house that you actually like and you want to stay in, and the price that you want. So I can understand that when you come to this situation, like, you don't know what to do. So today, I hope this video helps you. The most important, you don't die first. What you can do is to find a banker. If your banker no longer working there, just give the bank a call or email. I would prefer email. Get a dashboard document and send to them. I like emails, easier to track. Okay, I hope this video helps. And if you are looking to understand and count your DSR in less than 5 minutes, I made a video here that shows how you estimate how much your DSR is and how much you can borrow in less than 5 minutes. So see you in that video. And once again, this is Kenny here from Property Stories. Bye-bye.